Okay, guys. Well, earlier today, or now yesterday, I did my Oscar predictions, and now I have watched the Oscars and they're over. And let me tell you, just a minute here, I am releasing the Kraken on the Academy, so be aware of that. So this is gonna get very angry towards the end, but for that, let's first. I just need to apologize anyone who was gambling with me on what I said because I just know this is hands down the worst I've ever done in predicting the Oscars. Like last year, I only got two wrong, and they were like obscured ones. Yeah, no, last year I only got two wrong, and they were like the really obscure ones. But this year, I think I got seven wrong. So sorry for anyone who was gambling on me. Just know this was a night of shocking upset. I was not the only one shocked about some of the wins tonight. So and I will. There's a few in particular I'm gonna get really angry about in a sec. But let's talk about some of my more minor things, like sorry about sound mixing and editing. I don't think I've ever seen those awards be given to two different films. Like I even know there was like enough of a difference to give it to two different films. So whoever went with me on that, I'm sorry. Anything else that and was there any major shock that I was really felt really bad about? No, everything. No, everything else seemed pretty certain. The rest I got wrong were mainly shockers. So, here we go. So let's talk about the positives, because, like I said, I'm gonna get really angry. So let's talk about the positives first. One, Neil Patrick Harris. I know some people don't like him, but I thought he was a pretty good host. He made me laugh. I really liked his opening, especially with it when Anna Kendrick show up. I always like her whenever she shows up. Yeah, I thought he was a pretty funny host. He definitely could keep you laughs out of me. I loved when he was talking about Citizen 4. He's just like the subject of the documentary. Edward Snowden cannot be here for multiple treasons, and I thought that was a pretty funny joke. Yeah. So Neil Patrick Harris, I thought was pretty good. Some of the musical performances, I thought the performance of Glory was actually a pretty great musical performance. It didn't annoy me like most musical performances the Oscars do. I thought the memorial was pretty good this year. I didn't know Bob Hopkins died. I was really bummed out that name showed up. Yeah. Oh well. So that was well done. Anything else I can think of? What else did I like? Lady Gaga. At first, I know a lot of people thought, how weird is it that Lady Gaga is doing this? But to be fair, one, she is a very good singer. It's not like she is just complete. Even though she does go for more style over substance, she does have a lot of good substance. And two, I was also disappointed watching it. I was so expecting her to do something like set the stage on fire or fake her own death. But this is a pretty straight performance. It was very sweet though when Julie Andrews showed up. That was really nice and very touching. And definitely showed Lady Gaga's respect for this Andrews. So good for her. Other things to say. Is there anything else that I really liked? So there's that. There was that. Musical Glory was good. Passion was fine. Oh yeah. Another quick thing is I was shocked by how long they let the director of Citizen 4 speak, because I was so expecting them to just cut her off instantly, especially when she started getting into it was right what Edward Snowden did. I was like, okay, where's the FBI? Are they going to come in and bring this woman into questioning? Yeah, I was surprised how much they let her say. Quite a shocker actually, Emma. So. That's another thing. Good acceptance speeches of this year. I can only really think of two. One I thought was really great was I thought J.K. Simmons' acceptance speech was pretty funny and very sweet. The other one was I really loved Eddie Redmayne's acceptance speech. That was just especially just I've always wanted to see someone just win an Oscar. Yay! It was great seeing Redmayne do that, and you could tell he was very, very happy he got this. So good for him. Good job for Redmayne. Now, let's talk about this this was the night of shockers when it came to the Academy. So let's go through the more minor ones first. Let's think of the more minor shockers. The Theory of Everything not winning Best Original Score, I was really surprised by that. I mean, I don't think anyone said the Theory of Everything wasn't going to win, so... Wow. Sorry if you're a music fan. Other things. So there's that. Okay. Best Original Screenplay. Everyone was saying Anderson. Sorry, lag. My computer's lagging. Anderson. I just thought he was just a complete shoo-in tonight. I think everyone thought he was the shoo-in because I thought the Academy. Sorry, it's really lagging right now. Sorry. Wes Anderson. The Academy loves Wes Anderson, and everyone was saying this is going to be the night they finally awarded him for all his great work, and they didn't. They gave it to Birdman. I mean, I like Birdman more than I like the Grand Budapest. I said, yeah, time for Anderson to get an award for himself. So, wow. Didn't see that one coming. And now let's move on to the big one. The last two. The two of the big six I got wrong. Best Director and Best Picture. They gave both of them to fucking Birdman. Fucking Birdman? I mean, I love Birdman! I said if it wasn't for the importance of Selma, I would name it my third fave. But... both. Oh, not just that. Not just that for Boyhood. What the hell happened with editing and Boyhood not winning? Did the Academy realize this movie needs to be edited every year? They had to keep re-editing this film so it could be one fluid film. Because there was 12 separate years of shooting. And they had to keep re-editing again and again. And the Academy said, no, that does not deserve editing. What editing? If someone knows, post it in the comments. I don't remember. I'm just still gonna say it doesn't deserve it. It doesn't. Now I'm gonna film a show for 12 years and had to keep editing edited like that. So, and my God, like I said though, Birdman getting both. A lot of people said, almost everyone said, Birdman and Boyhood. I don't know which way it's going, but one of them has to get. Both of them are either gonna get one of those two awards. One of them will walk away with Best Picture. One of them will walk away with Best Director. But no, Birdman, a movie like I said we will see again. If you want to see a movie like Birdman that came out also in 2014, seeing Top 5, I highly recommend that for a comedy. But they gave both of them to Birdman. Now, I can understand Best Picture. Okay, Best Picture. I get it. Birdman was a very flashy movie. It was about acting, so I can get for the Academy wanting to give it to them. But, directing. 12 years, Academy. 12 goddamn years. Linklater poured his heart and soul into this movie. Had to get the same cast. Had to take so many risks. His daughter wanted to be killed off. He had to plead with Arquette to not get facial surgery so it wouldn't look odd when they shot the next year. A cast member could have died. This movie could have just not worked. His production company could have gone out of business. But no. They decide Birdman deserves it. Something that I just stand by. I thought last year the director of Gravity deserved to win. he had to go through so many. There were so many issues. Like he had to try so hard and had to think of so many creative ways to give the illusion of zero gravity. But this Birdman, it was mainly just the cinematographers and the editors. And like I said, they are the god. I do think they're the gods at the moment. So you gave a film where the most impressive thing about it was the cinematographers and editors. You gave it to a man who past that just directed a great movie, but just a movie, versus the man who spent 12 years of his life making this. Okay. Now, Best Picture. Let me tell you. I said, okay, they gave it to Birdman. Gotta give it to Boyhood now, right? Gotta give it to Best Picture. Gotta give Boyhood something besides Arquette. And don't think I mean Arquette was bad. Arquette was amazing in that film. But Boyhood deserves more than just one Oscar. Because keep in mind, The Theory of Everything, which I thought was one of the worst Best Picture nominees, or at least good, because I did enjoy the movie, got Best Actor. But Boyhood, a masterpiece, an unbelievable feat of cinema, was only given one Oscar tonight. I mean, let me tell you, Academy, right here, right now. I mean, because let me tell you, you may give it to Birdman because it's a flashy, very interesting, good film about acting to a certain degree. Let me tell you though, Boyhood will be the movie people will remember. Let me tell you, this Birdman, like I said, there will be another Birdman. There will be one. This was not like this is a one-time chance of cinema. There will never be another Boyhood. Did the Academy just say, fuck it? Did they not realize how difficult it would be to make this movie? Did that just skip their mind? Did that just skip their mind when they were voting? Did it? Were they listening to the idiots who said, I could have made this movie, I'll just shoot a tree over 12 years and it will be the same, and people would say just as good things about it? No. Because that's not true. This movie was such a beautiful movie. This movie will be remembered. Come back 10 years down the line. Aspiring film students will look at this movie along with Sis and Kane for a film of how to make a magnum opus of filmmaking. They won't look at Birdman. They will look at the aspiring editors and cinematographers will look at Birdman, but they won't look at the people who just want to be the directors making what they think are the best movies they can make. They won't look at Birdman. They'll look at Boyhood. And that's why, Academy, you blew it. One Oscar. And acting. Only acting. Not celebrating at all the achievement of Boyhood. And, it's 12:45 right now. I'm goddamn tired. This is probably going to be a really negative one. I told you I was releasing the Kraken, though. I warned you before you started this video. But whatever. It's late. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. So long, YouTube. Sorry that got really negative. Let me end it on a more positive note that I forgot to mention. Idina Menzel sticking it to John Travolta. That was amazing. That was amazing. But Boyhood. No, wait, I'm getting negative again. I'm leaving. Before I'm stopping myself right now. please subscribe. I'll see you next time. I'm gonna start talking about the movies I like next time. The movie drought is still going. I think I'm gonna say what my favorite films of 2014 were. Start doing that. Not just the Best Picture nominees. So long, YouTube, and see you then.